because I'm convinced that I still need to work on that curve. I still need to.
That may be true, but at only 21, Letsile Tebogo has achieved heights most people his age are not able to. What's noteworthy, though, is the fact that while he still has a ways to go to be considered one of the greatest in the sport, his name is already being mentioned alongside Noah Lyles, who is more than 5 years older than him. In fact, Tebogo just recently dropped a bombshell on Lyles. As is no secret, the 2025 track and field sports season is on the cards. The athletes are already showing up and shedding sweat during practice sessions. Meanwhile, the 100-meter Olympic champion Noah Lyles has gone one step ahead. He announced his opening event and was seen in the Ralph Mann Memorial men's 60-meter race in Boston early this month. The race had enough spice as it featured two Olympic champions against each other, Noah Lyles and Lamont Marcel Jacobs. There, Lyles dominated the 60-meter race at the Boston Indoor Grand Prix, with Jacob settling for 4th place in his season's opener. That's remarkable in and of itself, no question. However, a track and field veteran has recently said something enough to break Noah's fans' hearts. In a YouTube podcast, Run Your Race, Justin Gatlin took Letsile Tebogo's name while mentioning a track and field sports prospect for the coming days. He also compared Tebogo with Usain Bolt. The former Olympic champion claimed, "I would say he's like a compact version of Usain Bolt." Being one of Usain Bolt's key rivals in his prime time, Gatlin knows exactly what it takes to be someone like the Jamaican athlete. Referring to Tebogo, Gatlin added, "He has the same running style as Usain. His swag is like cool, just cool, quiet." Gatlin further claimed that the Botswana athlete never compromises with his fiery pace on the track. The visual experience of watching Tebogo perform made the American legend say, "His running is just off crazy, but his body, he can run 400, 300, 200, 100, and I mean like at elite levels." Those words made Theo Pinson and AJ Richardson, the podcast hosts, wonder about Tebogo's charisma. Arguably, Gatlin's words are not far away from the truth, as Tebogo performed a few races last year that propelled him to be a force to reckon with. Coming off an injury, Tebogo proved himself too much for a 300-meter event around this time last year. He took a mere 30.69 seconds to conclude the race in South Africa. The timing knocked down Wade van Niekerk's world record. What's more, his time was far better than Usain Bolt's 39.97 seconds, set in 2010. That wasn't all. In March last year, Tebogo attempted to go past the 400-meter world record and made the 44.30 seconds look easy. Then, there's his 200-meter race against Noah Lyles in the men's final at the Paris Olympics. After winning the gold medal in the men's 100-meter final in the Paris Olympics, Noah was the betting favorite to sweep the 200-meter race. After all, he is the reigning world champion and has one of the best timings in the 200-meter race with 19.31 seconds, an American record achieved in 2022. Compared to that, Letsile had 19.50 seconds, made in 2023. Lyles had the clear margin to win the race. For these reasons, it came as a surprise to many when, under the August sky in Paris, Tebogo claimed victory, completing his race in 19.46 seconds, while Noah had to settle for 3rd place. Needless to say, the rivalry between newly crowned Olympic 200-meter champ Letsile Tebogo and 100-meter champ Noah Lyles has been buzzing ever since the Paris Olympics. After his surprise gold medal win at Paris 2024, Letsile Tebogo called Noah Lyles arrogant and loud during a press conference. When asked if he wanted to be the face of track and field, Tebogo said he wasn't like Lyles. Laid back, humble, and not arrogant or loud. Anyhow, a season of historic achievement by the 21-year-old was richly acknowledged in Monaco as he was announced as the Men's World Athlete of the Year at the World Athletics Awards 2024. For those who didn't know, Tebogo earned Botswana's first Olympic gold medal in any sport as he won the 200-meter at the Paris Games in an African record of 19.46. As if that wasn't enough, he helped Botswana reach the men's 4x4 400-meter final the next day, where his extraordinary final leg earned silver behind the United States in an African record of 2 minutes and 54.53 seconds. His split of 43.04 is among the fastest ever recorded. Speaking on stage at the theater, Princess Grace in Monaco, Tebogo, who had dedicated his Olympic performances to his late mother Seratiwa, said, "It feels good to know that what you have been putting in throughout the year is now giving you some of the fruits that you have been waiting for. I'm grateful for the team that was around me." Looking ahead, he added, "I believe the next year is going to be a different Letsile. He's going to be a changed and a mature one." In light of this, it was recently announced that Botswana's first Olympic gold medalist has joined the race to promote natural diamonds. De Beers Group announced in late January that Letsile Tebogo has joined its team as a global ambassador. The 21-year-old sprinter will feature in campaigns and content that highlight the way natural diamonds have boosted Botswana's economy and improved the lives of its people. As one of the first projects in the collaboration, he will be the central figure in a new short film series called Talent Unearthed. The series will spotlight star athletes whose success is connected to Botswana in an effort to demonstrate how natural diamonds have uplifted communities and inspired the next generation. Reflecting on the collaboration, the Olympic champion said, "My success story is connected with our nation's diamond heritage. The very resources that built our schools and sports facilities have paved the way for young athletes like me. Our partnership goes beyond sport. It's about showcasing the natural resources driving positive change in our communities and creating pathways for the next generation of Botswana champions." Speaking about champions, Tebogo himself has announced the races he will be participating in this year. The global athletic sensation is set to dazzle at the Maury Plant Meet in late March, bringing his world-class speed and style to Lakeside Stadium. Tebogo has confirmed his participation in the 400-meter at the inaugural 2025 World Athletics Continental Tour Gold Meet. Fresh off his dominant 200-meter victory at the Paris Olympics, where he clocked a blazing 19.46 seconds to become the 5th fastest man in history, the 21-year-old is ready to light up the track in Australia. "I'm excited to compete for the very first time in Australia and open my 2025 season at the Maury Plant Meet as the Olympic 200-meter champion," Tebogo said. "I'm looking forward to the electric support of the Australian crowd. Let's make it a race to remember." Tebogo further stated, "I will be stepping up to the challenge of the 400-meter. Note that the 21-year-old has a PB of 44.29 for the distance. Starting the season with this long-distance challenge will set the stage for what's ahead. I'm ready to push my limits and make every moment count." In Melbourne, Tebogo will be joined on the start line by the 3 men he teamed up with to earn Olympic 4x400-meter silver in Paris: Bayapo Ndori, Leongo Scotch, and Victor Ntweng. The following month, he is set to compete in the Diamond League opener in Xiamen, China. Then, in early May, Letsile Tebogo will continue his bid for 100-meter glory in the Wanda Diamond League when he heads to Shanghai Kekiao for the second meeting of the season. Will he have as successful a season as he did last year? Will this athlete likewise have a successful season?